still back. Oh my gosh, are you guys still there? Oh, Jimmy Christmas, it still works. Hey yo everyone, I'm Lego Macgyver and I'm sort of back. Yeah, it's been a good long time, and I'm sorry about that. It's been craziness with my life, for lack of a better term. I mean, look at this. I have a beard. Granted that some of you could just argue it's because I'm not shaving it. Well, I was like, I want to see how it goes, and it's not good. It needs to be shaved, but I thought I'd give it a little bit of time. But that's not important. That's not why you guys came here. You saw I had a new video. You said saw the return of Lego Macgyver, and that's what this is sort of going to be. So I think my last video was 8 months ago with Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale game. Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Anyways, I'm sort of back. I've had a busy past 8 months. At the end of the last fall semester last year, fall 2017, I decided to stay home and take online classes. That way I'd be able to work. I just figured there's more job opportunities out here where I live versus at school. And it turns out there was. I had a really fantastic job for 6 months. Everything is good there. Still got online classes starting up again for this fall semester. Stuff is doing well there. I was doing a lot more stuff with my friends, Burke and Zach, a couple times with Dana. Just generally having a lot of fun that I wasn't able to have. So, unfortunately, the channel, and especially the blog, fell to the wayside. But I'm going to try and fix that. And so, there's going to be some changes, as well as some other things. First off, the most probably obvious change is, where am I? I'm in a new room. However, I'm still in the same house. This is just a different room that I moved to. It's been working wonderfully. I have so much floor space now. Not that it matters to you guys at all, but that's cool. So it's going to be a little bit different here. However, there's going to be a little bit of time to where face cam might be a little grainy or blurry for its motion blur. Simply because of the fact that it's really weird lighting. You see 2 lights behind me there. There's pretty much 2 more slightly in line with me. That's about it. Most of my face is getting illuminated here. It is a little bit from the computer, quite a bit from over here, because I have a YouTube page up, so all that white brightness is showing up there. And I've Macgyvered a light behind there to sort of project some more light onto me. Otherwise, it's a bit of an issue right now. Otherwise, it's pretty dark. That's how dark it got, just with me covering up those lights. But not big of an issue. So, might be a little different here. Granted, if I do more gaming to I'm just up in the little corner, you might not notice it as much. Resolution might be better, which it should be. Yeah, this is basically a state of address for the channel and the blog, mainly. So because that's the content you guys want the most, and it's pretty much the only places I put content, unless you count all of my photos on Instagram, in which case, has that been neglected as well. So, first off, the channel. Let's start by talking about the current stuff that was going on the channel. Lego Star Wars is something that I hope to continue. Simply because I love Lego Star Wars. It's awesome. It's amazing. I've really been in a Star Wars-y mood lately. So I hope to play some more of that to get that out to you guys, because I think we already finished episode 4. I think we finished A New Hope, but I don't think we actually started episode 5, which begins on Hoth, which really sort of, besides I think the last level of A New Hope, really redefined the new part of Lego Star Wars 2 and some of the aspects here. But I'm not going to get into it now. I'll get into the episode. But that is something I hope to continue, for us to finish all the story modes, at least for that, and then go back in with free play. Maybe create some custom character suggestions from you guys, because that would be fun. Yeah, play through that, try and 100% it. Simply because we weren't able to 100% Lego Batman 3. Which is really, really fun. If I could ever get those save files back, I could. Unfortunately, I can't. That's enough about that. Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy. That will definitely be coming back, simply because I left you guys off on quite a cliffhanger. Especially the fact that we finished episode 2 of 5. of it. So that I want to get back to you guys with, because it's lots of fun, it's really interesting, and part of me really hopes we can save Lila, which I don't know if we can, but part of me is like, it's this, you know, Infinity Forge thing. It's maybe, I don't know. It'd be awesome, but I'm not holding out too much for it. But supposedly some good stuff's supposed to happen. I think the next one we're supposed to get into Gamora's backstory, which will mean we'll be doing stuff with My Girl Nebula, which I'm always excited for. So that should be coming. Lego Avengers, I'm pretty sure you noticed that there wasn't a lot of that coming out last year. And that's sort of because I wasn't really enjoying it, which I think may have been apparent within the last couple episodes of it. The first little bit was nice, but the longer levels just started to drag on me. The constant changing of characters to where there'd be like 5 of them following you, but I was only ever playing as Hawkeye. As well as the really janky flying mechanics I wasn't a fan of, and of course some of that could have been just settings that I wasn't noticing or neglecting. I just wasn't really enjoying it. As much as I was following the movies, it wasn't that I wasn't liking the levels, it was just the levels, how they were made, I wasn't enjoying. It was the actual gameplay, it was my experience as a gamer that I wasn't enjoying. And so that's fallen to the wayside. I may come back to it, I might not, but not immediately. It's probably going to be a great while before I get back to it. Anyways, then the streams, which were the other main part. So a couple things there. Chitty Chat Cast I want to get back into. However, a couple things there. One, I had promised that the next one was going to be my Baby Driver script, which is nothing's happened to it basically. At some point something will, but as of right now, it's currently set aside. It's a pet project that I want to do, but it's not something I'm going to be getting done right exactly now. But for the Chitty Chat Casts, I want to do more of them. I hope to get some of my friends on it possibly as well. However, I need suggestions from you guys about what you guys want to see. There's tons of stuff we could talk about. We could even repeat things. Marvel Universe, DC Universe could be up for debate. For topics to talk about, games, whether games I've played, I haven't played, but may have seen somebody watch. I can give my input on there. If I ever get my brother, that'd be something to do. Talk about Pokemon. Movies we can easily talk about. Pretty much, sky's the limit. Chitty Chat Cast is the cast where we talk about anything, because why not? So any topics are up for debate, and I'd love to see your topics. Just because it helps me take a little bit off of me for what I need to think about, and it gives me more time to research, plan, and make it more enjoyable for you guys. Especially like when we did the Deserted Island one. Granted, the stream was having problems, but I loved having the little overlay I had, and this is something really fun. That is something I'd like to do. The other one being Sky Factory, which I've been debating about. I haven't really done anything with it since the last time I streamed, so I really don't know what the world is or where I left off, but I know we're really heading towards the end game. Two of the major things that we'd have to do is go to the end, defeat the Ender Dragon, and then there's a bunch of, can't remember the mod pack, but it's Draconic Evolution is what it's called. There's a lot of dragon-y things there where you raise dragons or certain dragon, or you get from killing dragons, as well as, then you get into the really crazy things, which just require a lot of time. Really it's just time because of getting materials like building a nuclear reactor, building it up to its greatest and everything, to where I've been debating about really should I continue it, because there's not a whole lot of entertainment there, it's just a lot of waiting. Because I really haven't finished the Crest book, but at the same time it's to the point where it's just going to sort of drag on, and I just don't quite know how much you guys would really enjoy it, only because there's not so much we can do in the meantime in between. Maybe there is, maybe you guys have some ideas for me, which would be great, but as of right now I'm going to hold off on it. simply because of something else that might take its place. As well as I have some new things that I'd sort of like to bring to the channel. Some new ideas that I think might be interesting. First one being, it's not going to be in this video, but I might put a little teaser here of it. But I have a new intro for the channel, which I think is very nice. It took me quite a while to make, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly like it. It's not the best of what it could be, but I think it's good how it is. So I have a new intro that I am thinking of putting in front of everything, which I think is very cool. Which brings up a couple other things about the channel. Is for the longest time I've had the same sort of channel little circle guide, the same channel art, and it's pretty much been the same thing. My outros have been somewhat similar, but I sort of want to quote-unquote rebrand myself. I want to make myself look new. If I'm coming back and I'm going to try and be steady with it, I want it to look good. And I sort of have a new logo, but I want to open it up to all of the people who really enjoy the channel, especially anybody creative out there, to sort of see what you guys think for it. So I have a couple ideas for my little profile circle thing that I might try and do. I don't know how quickly they'll go up, but yeah, things that I'm looking for you guys is stuff for like an outro. What do you guys think are cool? I might have try out a couple different ideas for the next couple of videos that come up, such as this video. Yeah, basically looking for the channel art banner to have on the channel, something new and fun there that you guys think would be interesting. I'm going to try and come up with a couple ideas, but I'm always looking for your guys' input as well. I'd always love to hear from you, all of your ideas. It's awesome, it's wonderful, and I love to have this sense of community between us to advance on as a channel. So looking for that sort of stuff, which would be awesome. Otherwise, more content wise, something I'm thinking of doing, which is going to be the next video, is for any of you who are subscribed to the wonderful Dana Jo. She is trying to make her comeback to YouTube as well, and posted a questions video of a bunch of really interesting questions, and I really love the questions. So there's one thing a lot of my friends know me for. It's my very random questions. I've been called and also self-proclaimed as the king of random questions, just because a lot of them are, well, random. And I'll explain it more in that video. That's something I sort of like to do. You guys learn a little bit about me. I get to ask some interesting things about you guys to post in the comments. You guys can put in your questions. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So that I'm hoping to have there. Lego reviewing is something I wouldn't mind doing. Lego reviewing / showcasing, and that's because of a recent purchase I made a month ago, and it's possibly the best Lego set I've ever bought. And so I just want to review it just because it's something that means a lot to me, as well as over the past 8 months there's also a couple other little things that I've built that I'm sort of proud of, that I want to show to you guys, see what you guys think, get your feedback, and yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. I don't know how often it will be. It's not going to be doing every Lego set because, good gosh, I do not have that much money or even the time. But yeah, a couple little things that I've sort of built that I want to showcase to you guys. Of which, if I have the time, I'll also try and have the LDD or Lego Digital Designer files for as well. Because I always want to help make you guys be able to build it as well if you guys really enjoy it. Let's see, what else do I have here? I've been talking to a couple of friends, and one being Dana Jo, in which we might be collabing on something possibly in the near future. Depends on our schedules and how free we are. So that could be interesting. So as my other friends, I know my friend Zach, I'm not going to try and say anything definitively, but he said he's possibly interested in making a return, but might be a little different. So stay tuned on both of his channels, Bone Killer Nation and Zach Boneshines. Zach Boneshines is his main channel. Bone Killer Nation is the second one that he sort of started to see how well it would go. But stay tuned there because he might be creating a third one. He might be trying to start anew. So yeah, keep posted there. I'll try and let you guys know if he does that at all. But I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. He's been thinking about it. So something might be there, and of course he and I might be doing something as well. So who knows? As well as anybody else really in the community that sort of wants to collab, which would be fun and interesting. So the stuff there, other things I've been thinking about, I finally recently, which shows how much of a scrub I am, I finally realized that there is the screen capture feature on the actual phone itself, which could mean I might bring back Mobile Mondays, actually. I don't know how often they'd be, probably only be maybe once a month or so, but yeah. Mobile Mondays I sort of enjoyed bringing to you guys. I liked doing, and it sounds like quite a few of you like them. So I might try and do that, see what you guys think. So that might be coming back. A couple other things if I do stream. I have a couple ideas, not really in development, but I've been thinking about trying to do to see how you guys do, like maybe a painting stream, because I love to paint, and so I might be painting something. I might have one of my friends here taking questions from you guys, watching my process and everything, seeing how it's done there. It's a possibility. Otherwise, any ideas from you guys is also welcome as well. But the big thing about the channel is it's not going to be like how it was before, which is probably the most disappointing thing for you guys. And that's because it's going to be very infrequent posting of videos. I'm not going to be able to promise you a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or even Tuesday, Thursday. I might only be able to promise you a video a week. And that's only because of me trying to work, me doing classes, and just availability to record at all. But it's going to be very infrequent to, one, be able to create the content, play, do whatever it is, record, and then edit it. The editing part isn't really the time consuming. It's mainly just me having to remember. So it's going to be very infrequent. I'm not super busy, but I'm busy enough that it's going to be very erratic, to where I could promise you a video a month. I could definitely promise you that. A video a week is possibly very likely, but anything more than that, I'd maybe hold off. So here's the thing then. If I'm going to be posting erratically, but you love my content, because of YouTube algorithms and everything, if you want to make sure you're getting my content, hit that subscribe button. I know I really don't push a lot of those things like most YouTubers, and that's because I just want you guys to enjoy the video, and I don't want to feel like I'm selling out at all, because that's not what I'm trying to do. Because I have so few viewers, I'm not monetized, so I'm not getting money at all. That's not the point of why I'm doing this. It's because I like doing this, and I want you guys to enjoy the content. So what that means is, go down, subscribe. That means it's going to show up in your subscription feed. Otherwise, if you really enjoy it, and you want to know the second I post something, hit the notification bell, which I know not a lot of people do. And that's fine. I only have it for a couple of my friends, just because they'll surprise something on me if they don't tell me, so I have it on for them. But for people who post like twice a day, I don't have it. And I understand, the notification bell has its ups and downs. So, if you like it, do it, otherwise don't. But go ahead, do one of those two things. It's probably going to be your best bet for knowing when I post stuff. And when I do, I'll try and also put out the plug to Twitter and Facebook as well. Because the other big thing is the blog. The blog is something I've really wanted to do the past 8 months, and I've actually been a little more free to do, but haven't. The D&D stuff I want to continue, and I have basically ready to continue. I just have to sit down and write it. I just need to find the time, sit down, bang it all out, and everything will be good. Be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to do a couple more little drawing things to post along with them of some of the other characters, because currently for Eden Tahar, yes, I do remember all of my characters' names, there is the artwork for him I think I've uploaded, as well as maybe a couple other little things in there. I have to go back and check. But him, the next one I played was Galcian Automod, who I really thoroughly enjoyed playing. I have artwork for him, but for the character after him, I don't. So I want to get that up. I want to do one for Kellen Ulthier, who was the first character I played. That way you guys can sort of see it, and I really enjoyed drawing. I've been in an artsy mood lately, and I really want to exploit that for you guys to also enjoy. So the D&D stuff I hope to continue. the sci-fi story that I was doing. I put up a poll about a year ago, and it really hasn't had much activity, and I don't know if anybody's voted. But I've been wanting to know from you guys what you guys think of it. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't like it, should I continue it? Should I continue on the blog? Should I continue it in a different way? I really would like you guys' input, because I enjoyed writing it, but I think I need to go about writing it differently. In which I was doing every week, I was creating new content, whereas I think I just need to create a lot of it with a steady stream of thought and put it out in chunks. More like I write a book and I put out a chapter each week, versus I write the chapter each week as I go along. Only because, in terms of writing, the last one I posted was exposition dump. It was ridiculous. And as much as there were parts of it that I enjoyed, a lot of it just didn't feel good when I finished it. I would like to continue the series somehow, possibly, if you guys really enjoyed it, but I'm going to have to do it differently. So that's something that I would love your guys' input on. Other things, new things I might be doing is I'd like to do a weekly top of, which would be basically giving, sort of listy, in which each week I'd give like my top thing for the week, like my favorite movie for the week, or whatever it is that I watch for the week, my favorite song for the week, or whatever's been stuck in my head the most, favorite video maybe, favorite food, or favorite quote possibly. Basically a top of the week thing that I've been thinking of doing, and I can't remember if I did that before or not on the blog. I'd have to go back. I may have done that when I was at Iowa, I may not have, but it's something I've thought of doing there possibly. Either I might do a weekly top 10 and just do a different one each week. Sort of depends on which ones you guys would enjoy more. Basically, for the blog, I'm looking for stuff from you guys for what you want to hear from me. There's some other writing stuff I might be trying to get into that, yeah, I could do. Otherwise, yeah, it's sort of up in the air. I have lots of ideas for both the blog and the channel, but most importantly, I want to hear from you guys what it is you would like. Simply because I'm not going to be posting that frequently, unfortunately. I would love to, and if I can, I will try my hardest. But I will be trying my hardest reasonably, only because I have other stuff I'll have to do. So if I can hear from you guys as to exactly what you would like to see, that means I'm putting out the content you guys like, and you're not getting the stuff that you guys are not really finding worthwhile, not watching at all, or really aren't enjoying. So hearing from you guys is what I value the most. And so, always please post down in the comments below. I love reading comments, I love getting comments, I love getting that little notification email saying, hey, so-and-so commented. So, give me your input there. Give me input over on the blog if you have stuff there. Otherwise, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Instagram or Facebook if you have a good idea. Even if it's not a good idea, if it's just a regular idea, hit me up, because I'm very open to a lot of things. Just make it somewhat reasonable, only because I can't do everything, so make it somewhat reasonable, but yeah, very open. I'd love to hear from you guys. So yeah, that has sort of been a state of address for the channel. Lego Macgyver is hopefully going to be returning to your viewing screens, and whether that's through video or through written word on the blog, so yeah, keep posted there. So subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to stay tuned. Otherwise, if you just casually visit the channel, that's fine as well. If you're a new viewer, if you're an old viewer, any viewer, you're always welcome here. So yeah, I've been Lego Macgyver. To all of you Master Builders out there, stay bricky, keep building, and I will see you guys all next time.